What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are out at CMMG, their outpost. They have their own range here. I'm sure you can hear the fireworks going off in the background. I am here with Mike from CMMG. What is it?
Let's see, what is it this week? PR and brand partnership manager, I believe.
So, he got a fancy title.
Yeah.
So they're coming out with a new version of the Mark 47, and he's going to tell you about that in just a second. If you aren't familiar with CMMG, they have a ton of different calibers and versions, and I want Mike to quickly explain the difference between the Banshee and the Dissent. That's kind of their two main lines, and I want him to explain the difference, just a short version, just so they understand the differences.
Okay. So, I mean, the Banshees, traditionally, especially in the Mark 47 platform, they're the traditional buffer system. So the biggest difference you're going to see between that and the Dissent is buffered versus bufferless.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if we really want to wrap it up into a really nice, neat package, that's what it is. So with the Dissent, you're losing the buffer system, so you're able to do things like side folding stocks, have it still operate while using the side folding stocks. You lose the traditional charging handle. We've gone to a front side charger that is non-reciprocating. And we can actually have it flipped, and you can go right or left hand side. Honestly, that's probably your biggest difference. You know, we've done a few little things that we just kind of spruce it up with, but the biggest differences between the two are probably going to be
buffer and the side charger. All right, so they're coming out with the new Mark 47. I always have called them the mutant. There's always going to be a mutant to me. I loved it's an AR platform, AR controls that take AK magazines, and it's an awesome gun. I've done reviews on them years ago. Those reviews are pretty bad though, so don't go and watch them.
They're not that bad. I actually really enjoy your reviews that you had on those. So.
Thank you. They're awesome guns.
Yeah.
So what are the differences in the new Mark 47?
Well, obviously the two that I just stated.
Yep.
So I mean, that's kind of the biggest thing is when we initially released the Mark 47, we introduced the AK round into the AR platform in what we felt at the time was the best way to do it. I mean, a few people had done 7.62x39 ARs, but we feel we did it. But it's not really right if you still have the buffer system. So when we released the Dissent, it was only logical that we came out with 7.62. It's still the mid-sized platform, so it's still bigger than an AR, smaller than a 308. It's that beefier, what we call power bolt technology. So the bolt carrier itself is based off of our 308 platform. Okay. So you have a lot of meat around that bolt face. You don't have to worry about running steel case ammo. It loves running steel case ammo. But with the reduction or the removal of the buffer tube, we now have a dual guide rod and recoil spring internal compact action in the receiver set. You know, obviously the side chargers. The cool thing about it too, though, is even running that system, we kept it DI. Some people are going to be, hey, it needs to be a piston, but you know, DI, it's just, in my opinion, it's a little more tunable. It definitely, you have fewer metal on metal parts to possibly wear out and break. Yep. And DI has been great for us in the Mark 47. We just continue to go along. They're going to be decked out with a lot of nice zeroed accessories, our grips, our safeties, things like that. We did design a whole trigger for it that Rise. We worked with Rise Armament. Our engineer designed everything on it, working with Rise, saying, okay, change this, do this.
Don't worry.
Rise manufacturing. It's a drop-in style trigger. You can tell it's actually going really good back there right now. But it's a drop-in style trigger. Nice, crisp, you know, like 4.5 pound.
I just shot it. It shoots extremely nice.
Yeah, I mean, for a kind of a mil spec, you know, heavier, you know, 4.5 pound trigger pull, it's very crisp. The reset, it's one of the things I like about it is I'm a person that I like a very defined reset.
Stop reset is important.
But the thing is,
now they got the machine guns out.
The machine guns got broke out, yeah. So yeah, Black SUV just pulled up and had machine guns in it. Go figure. But kind of lost my train of thought talking about machine guns all of a sudden. Oh, the trigger. So the nice thing about it is it's a very nice, comfortable pull, but it still has a heavier hammer spring, so that it can smack heavier primers like 7.62 a little easier too.
Cheaper 7.62.
Well, it's not as cheap right
True,
now.
true.
It was.
Lower quality, I'll say.
Right.
Cheaper,
Yeah,
lower
surplus.
quality. Yes, surplus. Yeah. Not cheap. Yeah, no, there's not much cheap ammo anymore.
Yeah.
So like I said, the thing I love the most, the side charging handle is cool, but to being able to shoot it with the stock open or closed, that's probably the coolest thing for me. Right now they have 14.3 and 16 inch.
Yep.
Is what you're coming out with.
Yep.
And do you have an idea of when, dates, time?
So our go live date for we're going to be a little quieter. November 7th.
Okay.
We are shipping them to dealers start of November. So dealers should have them in store November 7th, and you can go ahead and we'll turn them on the website on November 7th. So
cool. Anything else you want to tell the Tiberious folks?
Oh man, make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe. This guy is one of the hardest working guys I've seen in the industry now, so make sure you support him and he can help support us. We'll also support the Second Amendment and try to stop some tyranny going on.
Yeah, especially the braces.
Yeah.
Being up and around, I know all about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons the Dissent came out is it's the whole pistol brace thing lined up perfectly with the Dissent. The Dissent doesn't need a pistol brace if you get it in a pistol configuration. Yeah. But let's just face it, that was an overstep. The pistol brace thing shouldn't be a thing.
No, it will go away.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so everybody needs to fight with us.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Thanks.